Hi, everybody. How y'all doing today? I hope everyone's doing well. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name's Kim and give you a little bit of my story and why I love the Lazy Wellness and Weight Loss Group and Ternat and all the products. I've been using the products now. It's 10 months, almost 10 months. Anyway, they've been life-changing for me and my family. I'm going to turn this just a little bit. I kind of feel like I'm looking funny. So anyway, the reason I got started with Ternat, and this is just a little history, was 13 years ago, my oldest boy got super sick and was not expected to live past 4 months. That's all they gave him. He has a rare disease. He is still alive. He's 13 years later, but he is a quadriplegic and has severe brain damage. So I take care of him. And then my husband got sick and my joints started going. I was in my late 50s and, everything just started hurting. I was having so much trouble. And then I lost my only other child, my other son, who was 22 at the time. And I went into a very severe depression. I was very depressed. In fact, when I show people my before pictures of during that time period and they look at me now, people actually argue with me on Facebook whether it's actually me. They're like, there's no way. The nose is different. The mouth is different. I'm telling you right now, depression and sadness, loss, grief, all that can just, it changes everything. It changes your facial features. It changes everything about you. So anyway, during that first year after I lost my son, my other son, I was very, like I said, sad, depressed, everything else. And I just kind of buried myself inside. And then, of course, COVID happened. So after that year, they were more isolated. My joints are getting worse. And I'm thinking, I got to do something. And I'm a researcher. That's how we, kind of saved my other son and all that stuff. So anyway, I started researching and I was researching like crazy. And I was reading all about collagen and how good it was for your joints. And so I went ahead. Hi, Wendy. And, I started, buying collagen and I bought, yes, the one Jennifer Aniston advertises. I bought the other one that's on Facebook all the time. I went through 5 different collagens, 5 different collagens that did nothing. In my fingernails, I have to say my fingernails were the only thing that I really saw a difference with. I had COVID all of last month. And let me tell you, COVID drains your body of collagen big time. So after 5 months giving each one 30 days, I put a thing out on Facebook and I said, hey guys, tell me what you're taking. I'm hearing all this good stuff. Tell me what you're taking. How's it working for you? I need to do some research. I want to find something that's right. And I wasn't finding anything. Everything all had the same stuff or they boasted the same thing, but their ingredients were very similar and they were all powders. And anyway, so Rachel, who's with Ternat, sent me a thing and said, you got to try ours, Kim. And Rachel and I were only Facebook friends. I'd never met her. I didn't know her. We never had conversations. But anyway, so I said, okay. And so it was amazing because I was to a point that my knees were so shot because I have to squat a lot with Zach and do things. I have to lift him several times a day. I was at the point I didn't know what I was going to do because my knees, I was afraid, one, they were going to want to do surgery. I've had knee troubles all my life. But within a week of taking Glow, this magic stuff, I call it magic for me, and I know everyone's different, but for me, this is magic. Within a week, my knee was feeling better. I couldn't believe it after suffering for a couple of years or several years, but really the last 2 years after losing my son, it was the worst. And so I fell in love with the products. I also started, because when I bought my packet to start up, because I was so in love, we got the Enrich. And my husband has a disease too. I know, fun stuff. I can't win the lottery, but I'm good on diseases. But anyway, so he has a disease which causes all sorts of bowel issues and stuff. And I've posted his story before, but this was a miracle for him. He isn't cured, but he has so fewer issues now than he had before because he used to have so much trouble with the bathroom. And then Zach also has trouble, and this has been a wonderful for him as well. So I highly recommend these 2 products to you. So that's that's just kind of my story and why I fell in love with Ternat. And one is I'd been isolated for, really 3 or 4 years. And after losing my son, the isolation got really, really bad. And I didn't want to do anything. Well, once I joined and I found these people who cared about other people and cared about what was going on with them, and I was seeing so many beautiful results for people, they became good friends. I mean, I honestly credit Trinot Company, well, not so much the company, but the people within it, within our group, because they brought me out of my shell. I was hiding out. I wasn't having any real quality of life. I was just kind of hanging out. And like I said, then the big C hit and it got worse. And so I am so thankful to Wendy and Donna and Rachel and all my, my Julie and Sandy and everyone out there, all my new people that have joined on. Cindy, I mean, it's incredible. And I'm just so grateful that something this simple, and I hear people say, well, gosh, I can't afford it. But then they go out and they drink 4 glasses of wine. That's $60 now at a restaurant. It's pretty amazing. Hi, Donna. Hi, beautiful. It's just kind of amazing thinking, why are people doing that? Why do they put feeling good second to that little pleasure of going out and spending $100? Hi, Julie. Yeah, you know my story. You know it well. You watched most of it. So, it's one of those things where, like I say, it saved me. And the great thing was I had done a couple home businesses before and never did I do anything with it. It wasn't in my soul. I didn't feel it like I feel this one. I kind of, I did it and poo-pooed and blah. And anyway, and I wasn't successful. You spent a lot of money and you didn't make any money. With this company, it's totally different because you start making money on day one, which is incredible that you can do that. So thanks, Donna. Me too, girl. I appreciate you so much. But it's really amazing. And like I said, if you're waiting, if you're sitting back, holding off, and you've got all sorts of issues going on, my joints are what got me researching. And like I said, I researched for a long time. And after I had put that out on Facebook and Rachel sent the stuff to me and I started looking at all these other brands, it hands down just the best. And like I said, within a week, my knees were better after suffering for so long. But I kind of forgot my good train of thought there. Oh, but if you're sitting on the sidelines, my knees are what got me there. My joints had hurt, all this kind of stuff. But what put me over the edge and what was really amazing and different was that I got the other benefits. I've always got a little bit of jowls. It's a family trait. I used to hate it, and I'd look at my mom and go, oh, please don't let me get those jowls. But now that I lost her 2 years ago, I'm kind of glad I have them because I look in the mirror and I see my mom and it makes me think of her. But, the wrinkles have faded. My cellulite is less. I mean, like I said, and if you're going to try it, give yourself a real try. Don't buy one bottle and expect miracles in a week. You may not get them because everybody's different depending on what's wrong with them. I have a friend, Renee, who had all sorts of different illnesses going on. Took me 6 months to talk her into trying it. She finally did. Now she's like the biggest fan out there. She has fibromyalgia. Her hair was falling out in clumps. She has multiple physical issues. Don't wait. But commit to at least 3 months. Give yourself and your body, because we are lacking. I mean, I'm in my 60s now, and guess what? I'm old. And, and we've got all these things. Our bodies are depleted of at least 50 to 75% of our collagen. So that means, and that's where our wrinkles and our cellulite and stuff come with. Exactly. No bueno, 1 bottle. Get 2 bottles and commit to 3 months. So that's going to be 6 bottles. That's $3.30 a day on yourself. And I think you're worth it. You're worth it. I'm worth it. Everyone's worth it. And I know that sometimes it's hard for people. And if you're not able to spend $3.30 a day on yourself, maybe you need to join me and then we can work together so that you can make enough so you're paying for all your stuff, because that happens really fast. When I joined, I made my investment back in 10 days. And I'm not saying that you're going to do that. It depends on what you put forward. But I do. You guys get this. Get this. And especially if you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, 70s. And I've had people in their 70s and 80s say, well, I'm just not sure it will work for me. I'm just too old. Well, you know what? It will work for you because it's replenishing your body of what it's needed. And our bodies need that lubrication. Collagen is what holds us together. It's what keeps our heart. And it actually has been found to, again, you can check these out, regulate blood sugars, your cognitive function. I mean, collagen, honestly, is second as important as D is. And I'm a huge fan of that because those who do know me know I'm a huge D fan and I push D big time. Yeah, see, Wendy has customers in her 70s. I have some in their 70s too, and they absolutely love it. And so to me, actually have one in her 80s. So it's so important for your body, for your joints, to keep yourself healthy. Please, if you're thinking about it, don't think about it anymore. Do what you need to do. Get in touch with the person who put you in this group and grab those 2 bottles of collagen. Get yourself ready for summer too. I mean, we got summer coming, short weather coming. You know, it'll help with your cellulite. Again, 1 bottle ain't going to do it, kids. And especially since a lot of us are older, you know, it takes a little longer. If you're in your 40s, you can get rid of cellulite and stuff a little bit quicker. But if you load, also that helps. So a lot of times people start off with 8 bottles in 1 month. It's a big investment, but then so is plastic surgery or Botox or fillers or all this stuff that's not going to last. Whereas you can get this in your body and get it going. Yeah, see, Donna has several people in Florida in their 70s with bursitis and arthritis. And we've got pictures that we show where it's healed the hands, or not healed the hands, but helped with all the, what am I trying to say? Inflammation in the hands and the rest of your body. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base and say hello and meet some of you. And like I said, get in touch with that person who put you on here, because they did you a huge favor. They did something for you because they care about you. So get with them, get your stuff ordered. Give it 3 months at least. And like I said, if you're not feeling something better in 3 months, you must be really high in collagen and take really good care of yourself, because most people are not. Like I said, I know I was hugely deficit. When I had COVID, it drained every bit of the collagen out of my body. I felt like I dried up, you know, a little prune. And I'm just rebuilding now since then, because it was just all of February. So anyway, you guys, I appreciate you listening to me for a couple minutes, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day, and get with that person that put you in this group. You deserve it. Bye, guys.